This three-piece suit is really hard to wear in the summer. I have sheep teeth in my mouth. I'm going mad from the amount of mercury in my bloodstream. I have syphilis. I am bald from syphilis.
We the people!
I got a cool wig though. I wrote this with a feather. What if this whole thing was a run-on sentence?
Semicolon.
I rode a horse to work today. My shoes are made of people. I'm so rich, I have $14. Fuck the British. Having a king is gay. Let's steal democracy from the Native Americans. The natives call their leader chief? That's hard as fuck. Yeah, we're stealing that. We're stealing that. Did I say Native Americans? I meant Indians. Even though we know we're not in India. Let's make all men free, but not all men free. Make sure women get nothing. John, did you have to write your name so big? Like, what the fuck? What if we do all this and people are still miserable here? But what if we make all these rules and shit still don't work right? Shit, I misspelled a word.
Cursive!
Okay, I'm gonna go have diarrhea and die.
This is so wild, and there's more. I have news about this. So, let's start over. Trump wanders into the middle of the photo after they win. They're like, what is he doing? What is he doing? He's telling him to come away. He doesn't come away. They like, okay, let's just take the picture. And then the guy from FIFA goes up and just like shoves him to the back of the group so they can take a picture without Trump photobombing them after their victory. So then for their official photos, they like photoshopped him out of it. And they were very outspoken about, like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? Like, we don't even like him. Why is he here in the middle of our photo? So, after all of that, after photobombing them, refusing to leave, why are you in our photo? And then they shove him out and Photoshop him out of it. He stole the fucking trophy. He stole the fucking trophy from them. And it's in the Oval Office. And he says they can't have it back. So they're going to make them a replica of their trophy. Because he photobombed them, wouldn't leave the photo, and then he stole the fucking trophy.
We have some news right now. After being booed at the FIFA World Cup Club Championship yesterday, Donald Trump kept the trophy for the winning team for himself.
Notice my face, friend. Yeah, this is super duper serious. I found this binder in your secret document bathroom, and it's empty. We are still talking about this because you told people who think you're a leader something that was not true, and now they feel confused and upset. First there was a list, then there were binders with the list, and now there's no list? Catch a bubble. Who's in that picture? Yeah, that's you and... Oh, did you bump your head, friend? You know, we can't go golfing if you're feeling confused again, right? Okay, then you do know who she is. Remember when we squeezed toothpaste out of that tube and we tried to put it back? It doesn't go back, right? Not all of it. That's how our words are. I know it can feel super duper scary to tell the truth, especially when you think it might get you in trouble. But you know, that's what real grown-ups do. Got it? Friend, if you're not ready to be honest, then maybe it's time for a little quiet time. Oh, no phone, no true social.
They called it a famine in Ireland too. Back when about 1 million Irish people died of starvation and another couple million were displaced from this nation, but it wasn't a famine. Not just a failure of crops, it was our food being shipped out and into the colonisers' shops. So you see, we know this game. We've seen it before, and you don't need to have been there to feel the collective consciousness of those who now demand more. When they see others starved to fucking death. Because while our food was being shipped out, they can't get food shipped in. Because the colonisers know through starvation you'll win, and while we were stealing Trevelyan's corn so our children could make it to see another morning, there are Palestinian parents who have to watch in despair as their children try to exist on just fucking hope and air. But they won't. They will die, like 1 million Irish did before. They called it a famine in Ireland too. And that's why we must demand so much more.
Shout out to the 10 American patriots that were arrested in connection to a violent attack on an ICE facility in Alvarado, Texas on Independence Day. The group unleashed gunfire on multiple officers at the site and vandalized multiple vehicles and structures, spray painting the words ICE pigs and traitor. The group was dressed in all-black military-style clothing, equipped with body armor, radios, and firearms. Other items that was found on them were posters and flyers with the phrases "Fight ICE Terror with Class War" and "Free all political prisoners," as well as a flag emboldened with the phrase "Resist fascism, fight oligarchy." I'm here to remind you guys that it's our right as Americans, protected by our First and Second Amendments, to form regulated militias and overthrow tyrannical governments.
Communists had their own country, would they survive?
A profound no. Women don't create anything.
Can someone send this to his mum?
Oh, you guys want more good news? You guys want more good news? There's a woman in Los Angeles named Angie that's been chasing ICE agents around in her car. And when I say chasing, I mean chasing. I mean, like, they're flipping multiple U's. They're, like, driving on the wrong side of the road, trying to get away from her. And she is just not letting up.
No, this just... I don't know what the is going on. What?
Yeah, we got it.
To vehemently protest what's going on here, and just in the last few minutes, Customs and Border Patrol helicopter has entered the scene here. They are landing in the middle of the farm as we speak. It does appear that they were not planning to be here as long as they have been, and so this helicopter that you're looking at here, guys, apparently just made a run over to Van Nuys Airport for some cases of water, which is what they're bringing into the scene here. So there are a whole team of ICE agents at the farm. There are other agents down there as well as the National Guard police standing guard and protecting Laguna Road as this enforcement action takes place right here, going into hour number 4 this afternoon. Again, a major situation transpiring here in Camarillo, and it does not appear that they were intending to still.
It looks like that is all of the white vans. One last one here that is stuck. Let's see if they're going to get pelted as well. And indeed, look at that. Shattered the window. Shattered the driver's side window right there. So that could have very easily injured the driver. They are trying to hightail it out of here as quickly as possible. So,
Dad, I want to ask you this. What would you say to the people who are going to lose their health insurance because of this? Or to people who have a loved one because they lose their health insurance?
You're talking about who I believe is going to lose their insurance?
Yes.
Anybody that's getting on Medicare that's illegal? You're damn right. I think they deserve it.
You seem to think that this only affects immigrants. This is going to be American citizens?
No, you're wrong.
13 million of them?
You're wrong.
Oh, okay.
All they have to do is prove.
Okay.
Do you not think there are American citizens on Medicaid right now?
Sure there are.
Yes, there are.
But they're not going to be kicked. They're not going to get kicked off of it.
They are.
No, they aren't.
Rural areas are going to lose their hospitals.
No.
They're going to have to travel 2 hours to get to a hospital.
No. They've already said in Oklahoma not a single hospital will go closed. They already said that's a big misconception. Not a single rural hospital will close.
Once I get in shape and get more Ritalin and fix my credit score and clean my room and overthrow the government and take the trash out and smoke a little joint, it's over for you bitches.
This is all going in the trash. I do not support Trump anymore. He's a liar. He's a part of the deep state. I do not support Israel. I will not be supporting him anymore. He's part of the deep state. He's committing genocide as we speak in Israel. And we all need to start waking up.
We're still backing up. We didn't make any contact with him. He shoved me. I had small, like, less than 100-pound girls on either side of me, little kids. And so they went to the ground. I went to the ground. I got mad that he pushed children to the ground. I jumped up and yelled in his face. And then the cop behind, he didn't even do anything. The guy that pushed me that time, the guy behind him just immediately started shooting. So.
That's when the cops were like pressing?
Yeah, they were pressing this way.
Were those from yesterday?
They're from right now, like 20 minutes ago.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
You look for eyes. You should be shunned by your friends. You should be disowned by your family. You should be taken from the things you love and placed under the bricks of our city. You better stop though. You're working for the modern day Gestapo. Think you're a hero. You're really, 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 really not though. You're not though. And when there's a blowback and you're on trial and the kids go no contact, there'll be no one left to blame but yourself.
Marines are on the ground. They are out in full force right now, as you can see.
They going at it right there.
Guys, I've just been tear gassed on the ground, and it is not fun. It's actually worse than I was expecting.
Just as you were talking, here go another group of tactical officers from the Los Angeles Police Department. They are deploying their batons, it looks like, and sort of standing in a race position. Here's the National Guard, who I don't know what they're doing.
Why are they running? Do you have any sense of why they're running with batons or what that scene is about?
I don't know. Let's watch this play out, Jen.
Okay.
You know, we just watched them. Let me just tell them. Where do you want us to go? Can we cross, please? Can we cross, sir? Can we cross?
No, get home safe.
All right, but we got nowhere to go. Oh, here we go. So this is what happens. This is the way that they deploy the less than lethal munitions. The whole name of the game is to push people out, The curfew doesn't start for another hour and 10 minutes. But, Jen, this is what we've been watching all day long. JB, look out behind you. Let's keep walking. Look, there are peaceful protesters here. And the police department continues to say, the LAPD has said, that bottles have been thrown at officers. It's not something I've witnessed. It's not something David Noriega, he said he witnessed maybe somebody throw an empty water bottle. But by and large, the 20,000 people that have been out here today by the estimations of the mayor's office have been peaceful. They have been people that have been protesting for all those things that we talked about. The day laborers at Home Depot that I met in Cypress Park, protesting on behalf of the farmers in Oxnard and the people at the United Farm Workers who fight on their behalf, where I was the day after the Border Patrol showed up at a packing facility and chased people literally through a field, where Black Hawk choppers were circling over strawberry fields. And the strawberries will sit there and rot because nobody has the courage now, keep going, to show up to actually pick them. Let's keep walking, please. As the LAPD continues to push people back, go ahead, Jen.
Oh, I wanted you to keep talking. I just wanted to ask you, too, as we're watching, about the National Guard presence. Were those, because it seemed like there were a group from the National Guard,
that's a
or
good
what
question.
have you seen around you today?
This is a federal building. So, Jen, this is the federal courthouse here in downtown Los Angeles. And what I have seen, as it relates to the National Guard and as it relates to the U.S. Marine Corps, who's here from 29 Palms, is that protesters and the National Guard and the Marine Corps get face-to-face continually. But there has been no violence between the Marine Corps and the National Guard and the protesters. And these police have, because of what President Trump has done, against the wishes of the governor deploying the California National Guard, has put local law enforcement in the situation, whether you like them or hate them, to be in between the National Guard and the military, the Marines, and the protesters on the street, who all they want, the reason they're out here, which is different potentially from the other protests around the country, JB, look up behind you, is that they are furious about the ICE raids that started here last Friday. And after those ICE raids began, these National Guard troops are saying, we gotta go. See, they're here outside the court, and so what they're, take a look here, what they're saying is, they want us to get out of this area. We're going, I appreciate it, thank you. What
This
they
is
have
the
said,
building, Jacob, right, where those who've been detained by ICE have been, or...
No,
is that
Jen,
the
this is
building
actually
here?
the federal courthouse in downtown. That's a couple blocks to the east of where I am. And what I was going to say is, these protesters are mad about ICE. The tags on the walls, all that. It's about ICE being in LA, a city of, county, maybe as many as a million undocumented people. So many of them who have lived here virtually their entire lives. And so there is this conflict that's happening, but it's happening because the president has put these troops on the streets of Los Angeles. And with the troops on the street, local law enforcement, again, like their tactics or hate them, is put in the position of being in the middle of armed soldiers on the streets of Los Angeles and largely peaceful protesters, Jen.
Jacob Soboroff, we're going to give you, I know you got to move around a little bit. We're going to come back to you in the next hour and see where you are, what we learned about the National Guard. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We're going to bring in the Democratic Mayor of Oakland, California, Barbara Lee, to the conversation. Mayor Lee, thank you so much for joining us.
It's not tight. What street is this? Temple. We're on Temple Inn. Spring. Temple and Spring.
In the last hour, President Donald Trump spoke after a massive and massively expensive military parade in Washington, D.C., ostensibly to honor the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States Army, which is, of course, an honorable thing. But as we all know, that was not what was really in his head. He was really doing this to celebrate his 79th birthday, which is also today. And you can go ahead and put that in the category of not at all normal, which I think is important to shout out as often as we can. And then there's how the day began, with an act of what authorities are calling politically motivated violence. It's much more than that, in my view. I mean, the assassination of a Minnesota state lawmaker, a Democrat, who was killed along with her husband in their home overnight, and the attempted assassination of another lawmaker along with his wife, both of whom are expected to survive, or they have survived. They were allegedly attacked by a suspect who authorities say is still on the run. You can see there some of the footage from their camera. It's completely chilling watching it and seeing it. He's considered armed and dangerous. The FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to his arrest and conviction. In the shadow of that violence, in the shadow of tanks rolling through D.C. and troops stationed in Los Angeles, it may seem like a day to be fearful, and it's understandable. I woke up this morning and I felt scared. Many of you did too, I'm sure, when you saw the news from Minnesota. And if everything I just told you was the totality of the news tonight, I would understand if you wanted to just curl up in a ball and hide under a table. I think many people would. But everything I just told you is not the totality of the news tonight. Because today, in the face of so many reasons to be anxious and so many reasons to be afraid, upwards of 1 million Americans showed just how fearless they are. Right now, we are still watching massive protests all across the country, part of the more than 2,000 events that have been going on all day for what organizers are calling No King's Day, to criticize Donald Trump's increasing authoritarianism. People showing up in big cities and small towns and red states and blue states, people showing up in every corner of this country to send the message that none of this is normal and that they're not just going to stand by and watch it happen. They are fearless, not fearful.
It's kind of going in the wrong direction. Fuck you! It's just going into the building. They don't understand wind. Fuck you! Fuck you! Go home! You bitches! Fuck you! Fuck you, bitch! Why the fuck did you even come out here? Fucking bitches! Water bottles!
Officers have started to deploy tear gas. Tear gas onto peaceful LA protesters at City Hall.
Fuck you! That's why they're yelling on you to get on the sidewalk. You ain't gonna sit on us. Get the fuck out.
This is the Tukwila Police Department.
Fuck you.
My name is Officer Thompson. And you are ordered to disperse immediately. Once again, if you do not disperse immediately, chemical munitions may be used against you.
No shit.
The children yearn for the mines. Let kids work. Let kids work. Let kids work. Let kids work.
will be in history books because this is the first time a Marine has ever detained a citizen on U.S. soil. This is Marcos Leal. He's a 27-year-old U.S. Army veteran who's on his way to a VA appointment. He was rushing and had headphones in, and he was detained and zip-tied and held for 2 hours. A picture is worth 1,000 words, but this one might just be priceless, as this moron with that particular mustache detains a U.S. Army veteran trying to get care from the VA.
Sir, hands up, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your On the ground. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. If you let my hands go, I put them behind my back. All right. Cool. Other hand. Lay flat. Lay flat. Other hand, sir. Other hand.